It's got Wessex Blades. Apparently it doesn't like going live in landscape. So I've just been looking at the camera for the last 10 minutes. So it should be working now. Welcome. I've been this morning working on 3 sets of scales. And these sets of scales, I need to ensure that I'm doing. I finished on the inside and for putting liners on. Now, knife making handles, it's great to have hard wood. Ooh, yes, how you get your wood stabilized when the wood is attractive and it's a little bit punky because the Spartan's got through it. How you make that hard is you stabilize it. But when it comes to wood with a creosote kind of characteristic, it's got some brute hardness to it and it's got an oil to it. So things like desert ironwood, don't bother stabilizing that because you'll, in processing, you'll kind of be leaching the good oils back out. I have a compadre, Spartan from Thermopylae, and I've been occasionally sent some olive wood. I'm calling this stuff Greek ironwood. I've been on the grinder for a time on the platen with the belt to get it flat in order to put the liners on. Trick being you whiz the zigzags on in pencil and you check that the ink's in and you pour pencil anymore, and then I'm going down to a sort of platen thing with some sandpaper just to make it absolutely as flat as possible. To get this stuff flat, my goodness me, it's hard. The pressure I'm putting on the grinder in order to get this stuff machined, it's as hard as hell. So now obviously that's like almost a machine sliding fit with these pieces of olive wood, and you've got to get the orientation whichever way you need to do it so that you get an attractive look when it would be on a knife. So have a play around with the scales and you get the best ones possible. If you're able to sort of book match the block of wood, you end up with the perfect piece of wood that goes in. But occasionally you took it for, and some will just go, oh yeah, I want it that way round. With this pair, obviously you're getting the like that, and the top looks good and the back looks good. So you make sure that you do those 2 faces. Wow, what a morning. It is hard stuff. So when you see the next batch of blades coming through, I'm looking to do some kukri. The other frustrating thing was every time I try and get some black liner G10, it's always out of stock. So I'm getting it off of eBay and it says it's going to be in May. So you do an email and then 3 weeks later the email comes through, and by then I've ordered, it's arrived off of blinking eBay anyway. So I'll crack on as best as I can. But what I thought I'd do is with this little batch of scales I'm making up for some big blades, just let you know that if anyone's got some olive wood on a knife handle, it's good stuff, really good stuff, and it's very attractive, and it's got that sort of ironwood look to it. I mean, it's the word gnarly. It's really nice. Yeah, I'll make sure I put that way. They're all paired up like that. And this set here, I've got kind of a nice looking set there. Very nice. But yeah, I've had a bit of an involved morning this morning, trying to get this machined, even with a ceramic belt. You just sit there like that, and you get this almost plastic dust come off of this stuff. It's that hard. So really impressed with the quality of these, I'd say ingots, but it's the just resilient nature of it. It's definitely got more resistance to the belt than G10, or easily more than my Carter. This is hard as hell. So you'll see these coming through. Right, just make sure I get this the right way around, that and that one. But look at that. And the dust has come off it. You know, wear a mask. Yeah, so I thought I'd share that with you. And as I say, pick the right side so that the scales look attractive. Yes, some jobs go into it, because my planer's up the creek at the moment, so I'm using the grinder. But yeah, wonderful stuff. Who needs desert ironwood when you got Greek ironwood? So thanks to George, greatly appreciated. This stuff is amazing. It's just hellish. How's he cutting it up? Must be chainsaw or God knows what. I fancy doing that by hand. Or you should imagine an axe. Axe goes, no thanks, don't want that though. Oh dear. Right, so thanks for joining me, everybody. Just a little look as to how hard I'm working away at this stuff, but the sort of platen thing here. Respect the other knife makers when you're doing the surface plate stuff. It goes on minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. Scott Wessex Blades out, getting the kettle on now and oiling them all off. Well, no, acetone. Wessex Blades out. Cheers.